And once again, a very good evening to you all, and welcome to some Kahok boys basketball this go-around, as we are set for a non-conference clash between the Collinsville Kahawks and the Metro East Lutheran Knights. Again, my name is Zach Roseman. Be joined by Dr. Chris McCluskey here in a little bit, as we are set now for the second half of Pink Out Night here at Collinsville, as the Kahawks and Knights are set to clash. Collinsville come in to Knights game with a record of 11-11. They are coached by Darren Lee. He is in his 16th year at the helm of Collinsville, and in his time as the coach of Collinsville has a record of 291 wins and 183 losses. Metro East, they are coached by Anthony Smith. He is in his 11th season at the helm of the Knights and has a record of 161 and 146 in his tenure. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back in just a little bit to talk about some more things here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville presents the Sports Page Lounge. Come check out Collinsville's newest destination for your sports viewing pleasure. The Sports Page Lounge features a 14-foot, 9-screen video wall with games across the spectrum, from college football and basketball to the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, and NBA. Pair that with tastefully crafted libations from the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, and you have the perfect atmosphere for your sports viewing pleasure. The Sports Page Lounge, next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery at 115 Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 618-855-8027 for more information. The Sports Page Lounge, a new experience for sports lovers in Collinsville.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Doc Roseman and Dr. Chris McCluskey here with you, getting ready for this non-conference clash between the Collinsville Kahawks and the Metro East Lutheran Knights. Should be pretty entertaining. Welcome in, Dr. Chris McCluskey. It's always good to see you here, Doc. It's got a decent crowd on hand for a non-conference clash.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Zach. Actually looking forward to a nice little Tuesday night of basketball here when it's cold outside. Gymnasiums are, it gives us something to do, right? We can wear short sleeve shirts in here.
Got the one thing of news is it looks like Metro East Lutheran will heard no JV game on account of their on account of some sickness in the program, but it looks like that's affected the varsity ranks as well, as their leading scorer Tyson Hurd doesn't look like he's even here.
No, I got word on my way up here that he's not going to be playing tonight, so at any rate, Collinsville will have to come out and play Collinsville basketball. You always have to do. You never underestimate an opponent. But unfortunate that those guys aren't feeling well. We'll send them some well wishes, love, and prayers to get well soon and get back on the basketball court.
Starting lineup for the Knights will be 6-foot senior Junior Brown, 6'4" junior Landon Jefferson, 6'2" junior Ian Skelton, 6'3" junior Brady Bishop, and 6'6" junior Andrea Minosi. So fair amount of juniors for this Metro East Lutheran squad. Looks like Junior Brown, with Hurd being out, Brown's going to have to do probably the majority of the scoring for the Knights.
He will certainly have to pick up some slack that's being left behind.
For Collinsville, it'll be the usual suspects. Jace Wilkinson, 5'11" junior, Donovan Coates, 6'3" senior, Stanley Carnahan, 6'6" senior, Chase Reynolds, 6' senior, and Solomon Talbot, the 6'11" senior. Jayhawks in their standard home whites. Metro East Lutheran in the road green, gold numbers, white trim. Should be always a little interesting when you get a kind of a large school, small school matchup, but Metro East is 1A school not afraid to play anybody, and so they've had the Kahawks on the schedule the past couple of years. And
they have, and they played us really well up there last year. I mean, they were outmatched physically and skill-wise, but they played a good game against us. Pretty cool, our Kahawks, they're getting announced here for Pink Out Cancer Night. After they give the referees and the other coach a fist pump, they're throwing T-shirts out into the crowd.
Yeah, so it just kind of adds to the ceremony of the night. With it being Pink Out Night, we obviously had the girls' game. The girls are able to pick up a nice conference win over Belleville West, and we'll see what the Kahawks are able to do here on the guys' front.
Yeah, girls played really well. You've got Coach Darren Lee down there sporting his pink blazer to support Pink Out Night, and your color commentator, the former coach Lori Billy, did a real nice ceremony there at halftime of the girls' game and honored some folks who were out there battling and fighting. So if everybody out there in Kahawk sports listening land would like to send some love and prayers to all those that we mentioned here tonight, or friends, family, loved ones that you have, tonight is all about supporting those folks who are either have fought or are fighting or have lost the fight against cancer.
It'll be Talbot and Minosi to tip things off. 6'11" against 6'6". And the tip is controlled by the Knights. Junior Brown will bring it up. Kahawks open up as per usual in a man-to-man. Brown will take it onto the wing, get a screen from Minosi, and get it now to Skelton. Around now to Bishop, and now finding Minosi, who picks up his dribble, and will hand it off now to Jefferson. Jefferson getting it now to Skelton, and he'll hand it off to Brown. Drive his way in, kick it back out to Minosi. Knights being patient. Solid defense from Collinsville helps with that. Stolen away by Wilkinson. Jace will drive the lane, shot up no good, but we do have a foul called on Ian Skelton, and so we'll have some free throws here.
Well, Wilkinson's one of the best on-the-ball defenders here in the Metro East, maybe in the state, and so he's going to be really pressuring the basketball, and he earned himself his first steal of the night. So Metro East Lutheran is going to have to do a better job of taking care of the ball up around the key.
First one from Wilkinson, no good.
Yeah, Metro East looked like they were running a spread offense. Looked like they were trying to isolate the two-man game on one side of the floor and leaving another three-man on the other side. So they're going to try some pick and rolls and try to get some lines to the bucket.
Wilkinson gets the second one to fall. And we have our first point of the game, about 40 seconds in. Some pressure being applied by Collinsville results in another steal. Reynolds with it.
Yeah, forced steal by Wilkinson, but Reynolds gets credited with it, and Kahawks miss a layup.
Brown will bring it down for Collinsville and survey things, getting it now to Bishop. They'll set things up. They're just kind of going 1-4 low, looking to get it to Jefferson. He'll kind of drive his way around Talbot and get tied up by Carnahan. We'll have a held ball, and possession arrow favors the Kahawks.
Yeah, it's number 35 there. Brady Bishop did a good job of driving into the lane, but he just hesitated long enough to let Stanley Carnahan get those quick hands down and get a hold of that basketball. If you're going to take the ball in the paint, you better get that ball up in a hurry.
Caleb Turney, first man off the bench for the Knights, 6'4" junior, as we have a, I guess a deflection down there on that end.
What happened?
I'm not sure, but it's Metro East Lutheran ball. I honestly wasn't paying attention.
I don't know if they called an off-the-ball foul or
no.
I don't know.
That 5 seconds. I have no idea. Anyway, Turner with it, and he'll try to drive his way in. Nice defense there from Talbot out on the perimeter. Knights will recycle it around to Jefferson, eventually back out to Brown. Brown will drive his way in. Shot up, no good. And nice hustle there from Donovan Coates, able to track down the rebound. And the Kahawks will look to push. Wilkinson with it. He'll take a three, no good. Long rebound collected by Jefferson. Jefferson will get it now to Turner, and he'll get it now to Brown. Out now to Turner, his three-pointer short. And long rebound corralled by Talbot. And he'll go ahead and throw it up to Coates. Moving up and down pretty quickly, just not a lot of scoring.
No, there's a lot of good ball movement, but a lot of missed shots so far here.
It's like kind of a 2-3 extended zone from the Knights. What I've seen, my film observation, and actually gotten to see the Knights once in person, is three-pointer from Wilkinson goes over the backboard. They like to pressure the ball, do the Knights. They'll get out and guard you, and the question is, you know, when you have the, I'd say the general athletic advantage that Collins will have, you got to be able to, they're going to get out and pressure, you got to find the gaps.
Yeah, they're going to pack that 2-3 zone down to keep us from scoring in the paint, so we just have to reverse the ball quickly like we've done, and Wilkinson and our other wingman Coates will start knocking down threes before you know it.
Brown trapped on the baseline, but able to get it to a comparatively wide open Ian Skelton, and the Knights have a lead, 2-1.
They sure do. They did a good job of getting the ball into the paint, and that time they got the ball up quickly, which was the key to getting that shot off. He kissed it off the glass. Metro East Lutheran Knights up by 1.
Yep. Reynolds with it, working it over now to Coates. And getting it now to Reynolds. He'll drive his way in. Free throw line jumper, no good. Long rebound collected by Skelton. He'll bring it up and head it to Jefferson and now to Brown. Drive his way in, cut off there, and nice pass.
Ooh, boy, I think
Bishop
you're
there.
going to see a timeout here before too long out of Coach Darren Lee. Metro East moving the ball, getting the ball in the paint. Collinsville doing a lot of standing on offense, taking some low percentage shots.
Three-pointer from Coates, no good. Nice job by Carnahan, able to get the rebound, and his follow, no good.
Missed another layup. Collinsville having trouble finding the inside of the rim tonight, Zach.
Yep.
There's your time.
Well,
Oh,
it's a
did they
timeout.
call a timeout?
Yeah, Coach Smith will take a timeout, which is a little interesting. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman and Dr. Chris McCluskey here with you. A bit of a slow start from the Kahawks. Find themselves down 4-1, almost halfway through our first quarter of action. And the Knights have the ball and look to extend that lead. Handoff comes to Brown. And shot up, no good. Nice rebound there from Carnahan. He'll get it now to Reynolds. And Reynolds will survey things. Wilkinson will get it inside to Carnahan. Back out to Wilkinson. His three-pointer, no good. Nice job by Talbot with the rebound. And he'll try to go post to post and manages to keep it in. And nice hustle play there from Jacob Kober into the game. And the Knights able to get the turnover, but the shot is no good there from Turner.
Yeah, Knights just showing more ball movement, more action. They've got more energy than the Kahawks do right now, and so that's why they're up in this game. Kahawks content with passing the ball around. Everybody's manning their position, and as soon as somebody gets an open look, they're taking the shot. So I think Collinsville needs to look to start running some off-the-ball screens, maybe some pick and rolls. They need to get this offense moving in motion because what they're doing right now is proven ineffective. But Collinsville is going to have the ball out on what used to be the hash mark. Senior Chase Reynolds is going to play football at Southern Illinois University Carbondale next year.
Trying to work it inside to Carnahan, and Stan gets the Kahawks' first field goal of the night.
Stanley was not going to miss that layup, Zach.
Nope. Kind of a 1-2-2 zone pressure being applied here, but Knights have done a pretty good job of breaking it. Turner with it. He's got Reynolds and Evan Wilkinson all over him, and knocked away there by Coates. And he will survey things, getting it now to Reynolds, and over to Coates. Donovan's three-pointer is short.
That ball was tipped.
Gets his own rebound. Getting it around now, and Kahawks will recycle it, and Coates will drive his way in. Shot up, no good. Carnahan with another rebound. And he misses that one.
Two more missed layups by Collinsville. That's what we need, though. We need ball movement and attack the rack. When you out-athleticize these guys, you need to get the ball to the rim. Those shots will fall.
Yeah. Brown will back things out for the Knights and get it over now to Kober, who drug that pivot foot, and that'll be a turnover.
Shuffled his feet. A little tap dancing down there, Zach. Well, we got ourselves a real barn burner here, Zach. It's 4-3 with 2:30 left in the first quarter. Maybe somebody will get to double digits here in the first quarter. What do you think?
We'll see. Kahawks work it into Carnahan. Shot it from Stan, no good. Rebounded by Kober. And we're getting up and down. We got a lot of energy, especially from the team wearing green, but not much is falling.
Collinsville's got to be shooting about 6% right now. But those shots will fall.
Yeah. Knights will be a little more patient. Here is Bishop. He'll pick up his dribble and get it now to Kober, guarded pretty closely by Reynolds. He'll drive his way in, get it off now to Turner. He'll recycle it back to Brown. He'll drive his way in, shot up, no good. Nice follow from Lucas Lorenz, and he'll get it out to Kober.
Ooh, baby, weak side offensive rebound, kick out to 3. Good to put Metro East up 7-3 against your Kahawks.
Wilkinson and Reynolds will play catch, and getting it now to Evan Wilkinson. His three-pointer will fall, and that might help kind of settle things down as, another missed shot there, and that would have been a little worrisome, but
yeah, it was a nice set shot. Wilkinson's always looking to shoot, right? He does a good job of setting his feet. Has a nice set shot. They're going to call a block on Chase Wilkinson. He tried to do the Rayshawn Taylor head bang or head flop there, and he needs more hair. You know, Ray had all that hair, and it really emphasized the
head movement,
the little bob there, right?
Yeah, it's Metro East Lutheran substituting freely. They've played 8 guys already. Mentioned earlier, kind of got some kind of bug going around as we have a kick ball there by Coates. Actually got to see this Metro East Lutheran team in person last Saturday as they were down at the Nashville tournament, as we have another timeout taken by Coach Anthony Smith. Be a 30, so we'll go ahead and take that break as well. Back in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Lori Billy is running for the Unit 10 School Board and would greatly appreciate your support. Lori was born and raised in Collinsville and graduated from Collinsville High School in 1986. She graduated from SIUE with a bachelor's in education and taught in the Collinsville School District her entire 33-year career. She also coached basketball for 30 years at the elementary level, and then as the JV coach, and eventually the head varsity coach for the girls team. Lori bleeds purple and believes that this district is one of the best and truly the heart of the community. She has an excellent understanding of the district, not only at the classroom level, but as a taxpayer, and understands the importance of vigilance in spending and fiscal responsibility as it affects all of our community. Lori wants our students to have the best education and experiences possible, our staff to know that they are supported and valued.
We have a basket there from Landon Jefferson. Gets the Knights lead back out to 3, and they're definitely bringing some intensity. They're
finding a way to work the ball into the paint and taking high percentage shots, which has been the key to their lead so far.
And definitely applying some pressure on the defensive end as shot up from Brown falls. And
the little laziness out of Collinsville's guards resulted in a turnover and a layup. That puts the Knights up by 5. Collinsville will probably play for the last shot. I would if I were them. And then regroup. Oh, they're not going to.
Three-pointer from Coates falls.
We'll take that. Shooter's got to shoot, right? That's a big bucket. All of a sudden, a 6-point lead goes down to, a 5-point lead goes down to 2 to bring this first quarter to a close.
Yep. Looks like the Knights will maybe hold for 1. Brown with it, and he'll hand it off to Lawrence. Brown now to Skelton, and now to Bishop. Back to Skelton. He'll survey things and get it now to Brown. Kind of drive his way in. Had a little bit of room. Pass out to Lawrence. Not much time. Elbow jumper from Brown. No good. And that will end the first quarter. So 11-9 in favor of Metro East Lutheran after 1. Back for the second quarter of action here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium through one quarter here as the Metro East Lutheran Knights hold a lead over the hometown Collinsville Kahawks 11-9. The Metro East Lutheran ball coming out here to start the second. Pretty good crowd on hand for a Tuesday night game. See a decent amount of Metro East Lutheran fans making the trip to Fletcher Gym, a trip they're pretty familiar with. They've hooked up a few times over the past few years. Brown with it for the Knights. They'll hand it off to Bishop. Bishop around now to Lawrence and now to Jefferson. Getting it now to Skelton. And he'll survey things and get it now to Lawrence and around now to Bishop. Bishop out to Skelton and Skelton able to collect it eventually. Guarded pretty closely by Carnahan, getting it now to Jefferson. Jefferson will spin off, and Knights will be pretty patient here against definitely a little bit of an increase in defensive intensity from the K.
Yeah, a lot of two-man game, a lot of pick and roll, but Collinsville's really pressuring the ball right now.
Brown with it, his floater off the mark, rebounded by Reynolds.
Yeah, they were patient, got a good shot. It just didn't fall. Let's see what the K-Hawks have here with the first possession in the second quarter.
Coates will work it into the corner for Evan Wilkinson. His shot up no good. Rebounded by Bishop, and the Knights will bring it down again. Pass comes to Skelton, and now back to Bishop.
Yeah, a lot of times when your shots aren't falling from the perimeter, Zach, you got to find higher percentage shots, right? So Metro East spreads the court there, and then they're going to drive to the bucket. And a lack of help side defense, we just have to commit a foul, which I'm not mad at that foul. It's better than giving up a layup. Into the game, you'll see the junior, number 3, Kamari Mays.
And see Andrea Mosi come in as well as Caleb Turner.
Metro East Lutheran substituting like a hockey team.
Yeah, they're
keeping fresh legs on the court, and right now it's paying dividends for them.
Yeah, definitely not afraid to play, of course missing their leading scorer in Tyson Hurd, so not afraid to play, 9 guys
right
pretty comfortably, which pays dividends at any level. If you've got, more guys that can contribute, it's better stamina, right?
That's exactly right. Collinsville gets a steal. Here comes Wilkinson.
Wilkinson with a shot up, no good, but he got fouled.
Yeah, I think he turned his ankle over when he landed, unfortunately. Carnahan was open on the other side of the lane. I'd have liked to seen a dish, but I like the aggressiveness out of Wilkinson. Problem is he had 2 guys on him, and now it looks like he's turned his ankle.
Coach or Amanda Bauer will come out to attend to him. We'll see some of the K-Hawk coaching staff as well. Foul is on Brown. Coach Paulo, Coach Anderson, and Coach Lee about halfway. Coach Lee will go ahead and head back to the bench now as Wilkinson is helped up and
Wilkinson
gingerly
putting some weight on it, but not a lot. So hopefully that he just got a stinger and he'll be able to work that thing out and get back in action here.
Solomon Talbot will come in to replace him in the meanwhile. I wish Evan all the best, but looks like
how does that work? Does the replacement guy get to shoot the free throws? I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know
It
if
looks like it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the replacement or
It looks
I remember
like it.
hearing that like the opposing team gets to pick, but
Solomon subbed and he's shooting. So
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that you would want to pick Solomon. He's been probably Collinsville's best free throw shooter. Of course, as I say that,
yeah, right.
that never fails.
That's a Todd move.
Yeah, never fails.
Zach, that's a Todd move.
Perfect announcer's jinx.
Coach Belly, did you put saran wrap on this rim earlier? You took it off.
As Solomon goes 0 for 2, so look at me jinxing it as per usual.
It's okay, Zach. We forgive you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's your fault tonight, buddy.
Nope. Brown will drive baseline, layup.
Man, nice move.
Did fall.
He beat Wilkinson baseline, got that ball to kiss off the glass. Brown's pretty quick, so you're going to have to keep an eye on him, but that puts Lutheran up by 4.
Coates with it, and he'll get it to Mays. Kamari will survey things and get it off now to Coates. Donovan's 3 from the corner. Not that one.
Tell you what, Collinsville's happy to just shuffle the ball around the horn, take a 3-point shot that's contested, and it's not a very high percentage shot right now. So I'm hoping you'll see Collinsville change their strategy at some point during this game.
Gonna have to make some kind of adjustment. Jacob Kober back in for Metro East.
Yeah, I'd like to see Collinsville take the ball to the rack. I mean, with Carnahan and Talbot and Coates, I mean, we outsized them tremendously, right?
Yeah. Tallest guy. Got a couple of guys that are in that kind of 6'3", 6'4" range, but not much bigger than that.
Right. Oh, we should be hammering the ball in the paint, taking high percentage shots, so hopefully we'll see our team evolve into that and eventually figure it out.
Brown with it. He'll kick it out into the corner for Turner. He'll pick up his dribble and get it out now to Skelton.
Yeah, nice defense by Mays. The guy was going to drive, and Mays stepped in front of him and shut that lane down real fast.
It's out to Minosi, who picks up his dribble, and he'll go ahead and set a screen for Brown. Got Talbot switched onto him, but nice job from Saul forcing the pass. Turner with three-pointer, no good. Mays with the rebound, and Kamari will look to push. But nice job by Knights transition defense. They sprint back, and Coates has a lane to the basket.
Yeah,
they'll lay it up and in.
There it is, right? You ask and you shall receive, right? Coach takes the ball to the rack for a high percentage shot to bring Kahawks back to within 2 with 4:40 left in the second quarter.
Brown with it. He'll drive his way in, pull up from about 12 feet, left it short, but gets his own rebound. He'll work the baseline out to Turner. His three-pointer swirls and drops.
And offensive rebounds have really been a problem for Collinsville this year, and so far Metro East has turned offensive rebounds into buckets, Zach.
Yep. Working it into Carnahan, back out to Mays. Kamari's three-pointer gets it to fall. Nice job just kind of answering it. Now you just got to string stops and scores together.
Yeah, nice inside out. We dish it down to Carnahan. Kamari Mays is all alone, top of the key, and he buries it.
Brown with it on the wing, getting it now to Turner, and around now to Skelton. Skelton getting it now to Minosi, and he'll get it now to Turner. He'll drive his way in, lost the ball, and Coates will pick it up. And he'll look to drive his way in on Brown. Shot up, left it short. A little bit of contact, but the ref's pretty content to let him play.
Yeah, and if you're going to take it in the house against double team, you better make the bucket.
Skelton will knock a three-pointer down, as that is...
Metro East Lutheran starting to heat up, and Coach dribbles the ball off his toe. Metro East Lutheran back the other way with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, they've... after that initial cold streak where nobody can make anything, the Knights have shot it pretty well from the outside. And how to get out and make it happen. Fadeaway jumper from Turner. Not sure that that was the shot. Coates will collect the rebound, and he'll get it to Mays and Kamari.
Yeah, Collinsville was fortunate enough to come out with that rebound, Zach.
Getting it now to Coates, and inside now to Carnahan. Pass off to Talbot. And Solomon gets it to fall, and you gotta do that.
That's right. You're 6'11", right?
Yeah.
You're 6'11". Just turn around and put the ball in the bucket.
As kind of a lazy pass there from Kober, and Mays will find a wide-open Jace Wilkinson. And he gets his first field goal, and all of a sudden we got it down as close as it's been as Coates picks up a foul there about...
I think a timeout.
Oh, third timeout already used by
I think a timeout. Well,
Smith. So
he saw Collinsville starting to go on a run, and there's only 2:35 left, so you want to stop the bleeding real quick before it gets out of control.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep it here for this one. Nice crowd on hand. It's Tuesday night, non-conference opponent.
It is.
It's always a little.
Credit. I'm assuming athletic director Clay Smith is behind the scheduling, and there's another one of those double headers featuring the Kahok varsity girls team first, followed by the varsity boys team. And I love that because the girls get to play in front of a bigger crowd. You bring a bigger crowd, and Pink Out Night brings a little bit extra excitement. So it is a nice crowd for a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's kind of a combine. It makes everything happen. So it's about ready to go. And yeah, I don't know that I've seen the pink blazer from Coach Lee. That must be.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, but that must be. Wonder where he got that from.
New addition to the wardrobe.
Yeah, he's got. This is what he's got: pink, purple, a couple other more generic blazers. So, one of those questions you have to ask him. Brown with it, getting it now to Skelton, and over now to Bishop. He Might have traveled, and
Yeah.
he did. All right.
Good call, Zach. Way to go, buddy. He did shuffle his feet, that's for sure. And that's going to be a turnover. This could be a big 2 minutes. I mean, Collinsville could really benefit from going on a run here because so far they just haven't had much energy or momentum. It's actually been in Metro East's favor.
Yeah, it's started to swing back to Collinsville, but got to see if they can capitalize on it and get themselves a lead. Reynolds with it, out and out of Coates. His three-pointer a little strong, but
See, that's just the shots we were taking earlier in the game, right?
yeah. But
And we go
great
right back
hustle
to
from
it.
Solomon, able to keep it with the Kahawks. So yeah,
Oh,
good
nice.
nice hustle play from Saul, able to keep it with Collinsville.
Go right back to him.
Yep, try and see if you can find a better
That ball
shot.
was tipped. That ball was blocked in the air out of Mays' hands. So it came up well short. Here comes Metro East Lutheran.
Brown will rotate it around, and Jefferson will take a three. That one's no good. Nice job by
Chase Reynolds with a big board out of the senior. He brings the ball down, directing traffic over to Mays, back to Reynolds.
Yep, and there you go. They found the overplay. Is another missed layup. Well,
He got it to Talbot. Talbot just couldn't find a bucket, and that's going to go down as a missed shot and a defensive rebound by Metro East, and they have the ball with just over a minute left here in the first half in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium.
I think maybe try and if you got the capabilities to hold on to the ball, is I stand corrected as we have a foul there on Talbot. Is
That's a nice spin move.
yeah,
Mr.
Bishop.
Bishop was going left. Spin moves to the right, had a wide open lane. He saw Big Sal Talbot. He tried to go with the sky hook, right? And I think Talbot got into him with his body, so he'll have a chance for a couple from the charity stripe.
Bishop's first is good. Stanley Carnahan back in for Collinsville. Take the place of Talbot.
Exactly 1 minute left on the clock. A little more substitution out of Metro East Lutheran High School. They're going to have one more free throw. And we'll see what Collinsville can do with the basketball coming down to the left side of your screen if you're watching from home.
Bishop knocks it both down as we have a whistle, as we'll see Tyler Calvert.
Hockey team has to sub again. They got to put their, what do they call those in hockey? A line.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to put a new line in.
Now they've they got 10 guys dressed and 9 of them have played, so just trying to make things happen as Mays with it, and they'll go right inside to Carnahan.
Good
and
move. Oh, another missed layup. Oh, but we got the rebound.
Comes out to Wilkinson. His three-pointer no good, and we'll have a foul there on Carnahan.
Carnahan, a frustration foul. I love getting the ball inside, though, right? You got to get the ball inside. That's a high percentage shot. We just didn't find the bottom of the net. So here comes Metro East. Collinsville putting a little light full court pressure on.
Pick up man-to-man, and Knights will probably try and hold for one here, but Brown will drive the lane, shot up and get it to fall. Junior Brown up to 6 points. Lead back up to 5 after Collinsville gotten it as close as 1. Some energy now from the Metro East bench. Kahawks will be patient here, you would think. Trying to work the ball around. Mays with it, getting it now to Coates. And he'll drive his way in, back out to Mays and around to Reynolds. Out to Wilkinson. Trying to.
Collinsville just passing the ball. There's absolutely zero movement by our players. I haven't seen one screen set, so Collinsville's going to have to really go back to the drawing board. And we haven't shown that we can shoot them out of this zone, so we're going to have to get some open looks and get some flashes to the bucket and make some things happen, because now you're going to let Metro East Lutheran go into the locker room with a whole lot of hope and energy.
Yeah, three-pointer from Wilkinson. I think that one got altered, so at the half, 23-18 in favor of the Metro East Lutheran Knights. Go ahead and take a break for halftime. Be back in just a bit on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her funeral home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Looking for a new place to catch the game with a cold drink and some great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all of the pro sports across the spectrum, and all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahok football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are at halftime here at Fletcher Gym, and the Metro East Lutheran Knights have a lead, 23-18 over Collinsville. It was 11-9 after one quarter play, and then the Knights outscored the Kahawks 12-9 in the second quarter to give them their current 5-point lead. Scoring breakdown for Metro East: Junior Brown leads the way with 6 points. Brady Bishop has 4, Ian Skelton with 5, Jacob Kober and Caleb Turner with 3 each, and Landon Jefferson with 2. For Collinsville, Donovan Coates leads the way with 5. Evan Wilkinson and Kamari Mays and Jace Wilkinson have 3 each, and Stanley Carnahan and Solomon Talbot have 2 points. From the free throw line, Metro East are 2 of 2. Collinsville are 1 of 4. Kahawks have made 3 3-point field goals, whilst the Knights have made also 3. We'll go ahead and wrap things up. A couple quick, one out-of-town score that I've been able to find for you. Columbia and Waterloo hooking up. And at the halftime, Columbia have a 30-25 lead. We'll go ahead and take another break. Be back here in just a little bit for second half action here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Getting ready for second half action here. 23-18 in favor of Metro East Lutheran. It'll be their opponents, the Collinsville Kahawks, will have the ball to start the second half. As the Knights break their huddle. Kahawks will be shooting to the west end of Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. As we welcome back Dr. Chris McCluskey. as get ready to go here. Reynolds with the inbound. Knights remain in that kind of pressuring 2-3 zone that they ran for pretty much all the first half. And they tried to run the lob play for Wilkinson, but he has it knocked out of bounds, or actually off of Coates, and so it'll go back to Metro East. Full court man-to-man pressure being applied by the Kahawks. Inbound comes to Brown. And he'll drive his way in, shot up. Pretty good defense, but able to get it to fall, and the lead is out to 7, which is not as large as it's been for the Knights.
Yeah, Brown did a good job of using his body to screen the defender, put the ball up off the glass. Here come the Kahawks. We need to get something going here, Zach.
Wilkinson with a corner three, unable to get it to fall. Carnahan with another offensive rebound, and they'll recycle it around and getting it now to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Wilkinson. He'll take another three and just not able to really get anything going.
Tough shooting night tonight for the Kahawks, so here it comes Brown again.
Pass it off to Minosi and now to Bishop. Did a good job of flashing to the middle. Bishop with 6 points now. The lead is out to 9. Little 4-0 burst for the Knights to start things off, which is sure not the start that Coach Darren Lee would have been hoping for. But they'll go inside to Talbot, but again, Solomon unable to get the layup to fall. And
yeah, too strong off the glass there.
Yep. And Coach Smith will mark out the instructions to Knights. He'll hand it off to Jefferson. They'll drive his way in, shot up, and gets it to fall.
I think we need a timeout, Zach. What do you think? 6-0 run, there it is.
Yep. Coach Lee will take it, and we'll go ahead and take one as well back in just a bit here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 6-0 run to start things off here in the second half for the Knights. DeAndre Brown off the bench for the Kahawks. Reynolds will survey things, and around now to Wilkinson, looking to get it inside to Carnahan, which they do. And out over to Brown, his three-pointer no good. Nice job from Coates there with the rebound. Three-pointer from Wilkinson.
Yeah,
still won't fall.
Nice hustle out of Coach there to go get that offensive rebound and give us another chance. But here comes Lutheran. They throw the ball away, but recover.
Yep, they will save it. Brown with it, and he'll pull it from about 8 feet. No good. Nice rebound there by Minosi out to Bishop, and he
called the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Smith took a timeout as Bishop's probably like, man, Coach, I had a layup.
Well, he's got this 11-point lead. I mean, he is going to start trying to work the system right now, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's going
to try to maximize every possession. I mean, we've got 5:46 left. It's a little early to start stalling, but remember, he is from Edwardsville, right? We've seen this. So he's going to make sure he maximizes every possession. And if they take this lead into the fourth quarter, I can promise you you're going to see a stall game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they can
I mean, can you imagine Coach Smith coming down here not expecting any chance of winning, to be honest with you? Maybe a small chance. Any coach has a little belief, but now he believes. Now he's thinking, oh, what if, right?
Yeah, we got a double-digit lead in the second half.
Yeah, what if? So Collinsville needs to make good on this next 5:46 and pick up their defensive game, get some energy, and run the ball and get it to the bucket. I mean, we got to take the ball to the rack and get high percentage shots. 3-point balls just aren't falling, right? You got to change strategy.
Layups aren't really falling either.
Right, but they're higher percentage shots,
like
right?
You try and take the layup over. So, and we'll see what the Kahawks want to do here. It'll be Knight's ball there on the baseline. Junior Brown to trigger the inbound. He will throw it out to Jefferson. And getting it now over to Bishop. And Bishop, we have a foul called on Reynolds, I guess.
I think he got into him.
A little bit of a push there.
With his hands, yeah. It looks like Brown will take the ball out on what used to be the hash mark, but they got rid of that somewhere along the line. And here comes Metro East Lutheran.
Throw it into Jefferson. He'll give it right back to Brown. He'll drive his way in, pass out to Skelton as Carnahan hits the floor. Shot no good, but
another offensive rebound.
Bishop, and he'll get it out to Brown, but nice defense from Collinsville's Brown as DeAndre will, for a moment, match up with Junior as we have the ball knocked out of bounds by Carnahan.
Yeah, nice block by Carnahan. Brown on Brown. Brown beat Brown.
Yeah.
That's correct either way you say it, right?
Right. No idea if there's any possible relation. Brown's a common enough last name as Reynolds able to save it, but to the guys in green, Brown with it as he got kind of run over by Wilkinson, but three-pointer no good, but another offensive rebound from Metro East as Jefferson is fouled by DeAndre Brown.
Yeah, Collinsville is really struggling on the rebounding side of this. They've given up a lot of offensive rebounds and given Metro East Lutheran a lot of extra looks, which they've done again here. So Brown will have the ball out from the baseline against Collinsville's Reynolds.
And get it into Bishop. Started by Carnahan, and getting it now to Skelton. Skelton will hand it off to Brown, and he'll get it now to Minosi. And Minosi will hand it off now to Jefferson, who is fouled by Wilkinson. That'll be Jace's first, team third.
So with the new rules, once you hit the 5th foul, then the team's in bonus. So Collinsville 3/5 of the way there.
Turney and Kober back in now for the Knights.
Line change.
Yep. I mean, they pretty freely subbed those, 9 guys. Has held ball there. Nice
Jump
job
ball
by Wilkinson, but of course, staying down here. Yeah, it's just kind of a. Yeah, it just seems like Metro East came out with more energy just from the very beginning.
Well, there's no doubt about it.
And with Collinsville not making, went through that stretch where they couldn't make anything, and it just hasn't really worked. As
nice steal by Coates. Thank goodness he got fouled because he threw an elbow at the end of that play. So
yeah, kind of got tangled up there, but they're going to give the foul to Turney.
That's good for the Kahawks. So we'll see if we can make good on that possession and cut down on this lead. It seems like it's been 18-29 forever.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since either team has scored. Reynolds with it, working it into Carnahan, back to Wilkinson, back to Carnahan, out to Coates, his three-pointer, got it.
Nice bucket, inside-out game. Wilkinson to Carnahan, to Wilkinson to Carnahan, back out to Coates for a 3-ball to bring Collinsville to within 8 here with 4:11 left in the third quarter.
Brown with it, and getting it now to Jefferson. Very aggressive defense there from Coates. He'll drive his way in, has it knocked away. Ooh.
Yeah, he did. He got him on the arm.
Yeah.
The ball shot away, so it looked like he got the ball, but he got him right on the arm. You could see that from up here, so that'll go down as a fall. Collinsville's going to take a timeout, I believe.
Yep. Foul is Donovan's second. 4th team foul. Go ahead and keep it here. So, it looks like Metro East Lutheran mentioned possibility, maybe of trying to slow things down. Seems like they're content to just kind of run their offense at kind of their normal pace, and it's a lot of ball screens, just trying to isolate and create driving lanes. And
hey, nice back handspring out of Collinsville cheerleader there coming down the court. I'll tell you what, I've noticed our cheerleading squad's done a great job this year.
Yeah,
they need some kudos.
Yeah.
There were a lot of years they didn't have a lot of numbers, and they've got a lot of numbers. My wife and I were talking. Looks like the girls are just having a good time. They do a good job.
Got IHSA sectionals coming up here this weekend, I think. So sure to keep an eye on how the cheerleaders do out there. I think it's up in Farmington, Illinois, if I remember correctly, as we have a foul.
Going to go against Lutheran.
Yeah, pushing the back on Skelton. That'll be his second. So we'll see if Collinsville can cut into this lead again. Reynolds with it. Over to Brown. Back to Reynolds. Around now to Coates. And now to Wilkinson, looking into Carnahan and try to get it to Carnahan, but it's knocked away by Jefferson. And Brown will, just kind of static zone offense there. Kober with it, guarded by his opposite number, Carnahan. Now to Jefferson, inside now to Skelton. And he's cut off, back to Jefferson, around now to Kober. His three-pointer, no good. We got a lot of contact, but Kober fouls his shot.
Yeah, Wilkinson and Skelton got tied up and went down, so that left nobody there. Metro East gets another offensive board and puts it up for 2 points. Here comes Coates. He got fouled on the three-point shot.
He got fouled, and I think that'll be the third on Mr. Ian Skelton.
Oh, that's about the best thing right now for Collinsville is a chance to put points on the board with the clock stopped. No doubt about that, because once again, we have got to cut into this lead here at the end of the third quarter. You cannot let Metro East have hope and belief in a 10-point lead with only 8-minute quarters.
Right. So, Coach Smith will give Skelton a bit of a talking to there. Coates will prep for his first of three. First one falls.
I'm feeling a 3 for 3 here, Zach.
We'll see. Donovan up to 9 points now. Looking to be the first player from either team, I believe, to reach double digits. Is that one fall? Evan Wilkinson back in for Collinsville. Lucas Lorenz back in for the Knights. Canucks are in the bonus, which is helpful. As Coates.
There you go, buddy. There's your 3 for 3. You got to speak it into existence.
Right.
And that brings Collinsville to within 7. They're going to apply some full court pressure as Metro East Lutheran brings the ball. They do get it across the timeline. They're going to set up their half-court offense.
Yep. Kober with it. Guarded pretty closely there by Brown. He'll hand it off to Air Brown, junior. And he'll bring it up. Put on some dribble moves, kick it out to Jefferson. He'll drive his way in. Foul on the floor.
You're going to get Carnahan or Coates. Oh, they're going to call that a shooting foul. Oh, boy.
And on Reynolds, which is interesting. Yeah, not sure that's what I saw.
That is not what the doctor ordered, but at any chance, Mr. Jefferson's going to have a chance, and he makes good on the first. Extends the lead back to 8. For the Knights of Metro East Lutheran High School. Came down from Edwardsville, Illinois to play this non-conference matchup.
Yep, right there on Center Grove, just down the road from the public school in Edwardsville as Jefferson misses the second half. Canucks get the rebound. Reynolds with it, getting it now to Coates. Coates to Evan Wilkinson.
A little behind the back pass out of Coates. A little razzle-dazzle, baby.
Yeah, Brown with it, around to Wilkinson. And inside now to Carnahan. Reynolds wide open for 3, and he gets it to fall.
Man, Reynolds doesn't shoot many threes, but it seems like when he does, they're always timely, and he knocks them down. That's a big bucket to bring Collinsville to within 5. I told you, the end of this third quarter is important, and we've already cut the lead in half.
Kober will look to answer, misses that one. Reynolds with the rebound. I've noticed that trend pretty much even since last year, as Coates will take a 3 in transition. Rebounded there by Jefferson as. Ooh.
Oh boy, Wilkinson picked his pocket and got called.
Yeah, looks like he got him on the arm. Coach Lee can't believe it, but I think that's the right call.
Obviously couldn't see it from here because it was real fast, but I sure would have liked the notion of Collinsville getting that turnover and cutting the lead back down instead of allowing Jefferson and the Knights a chance to extend that lead.
Jefferson will look to shoot some more free throws. Went 1 of 2 just a minute ago. Gets that one to fall.
Jefferson shooting the ball pretty well from the line here tonight. He'll have a chance at one more. That lead extends to 6.
Our fans not thrilled about it, as Jefferson goes 2 for 2 that time.
Line change.
Yep. Skelton and Bishop in as Jefferson and Kober head to the bench.
It's pretty cool. You don't see substitution like that a whole bunch unless you're down at Greenville. Have you ever seen those guys play basketball?
Nope.
They run hockey line changes and they shoot threes the whole game. They'll score like 130 points in a game.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's incredible.
The Grinnell system.
Totally different system of basketball.
Yep. Averaging like 110 points a game.
Right.
Carnahan gets another bucket. He's up to 4 points. I feel like you should have more with that as much as we've called his name. As Turney is open, his three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Reynolds.
Yeah, now Metro East has sort of gone cold, and Collinsville's taking advantage of that, so let's see if we can keep it up. There's Carnahan for 2. Collinsville's on a roll, brings the lead back to within 3 with a minute left.
Yep.
Now this is what the doctor ordered, Zach.
Pass will come up to Turner, and nice hustle there from DeAndre Brown, but he promptly throws it away. So you got to take the good with the bad, right?
You do, that's right.
Brown with it. He'll drive his way and gets triple teamed. Shot up anyway. Rebounded by
Go, boys, go.
Wilkinson, and Reynolds will bring it up for Collinsville. Over to Coates. And working it into Carnahan. Got deflected.
Almost threw the ball away.
Yep. Ajax will work the ball around. Brown with it. Brown now to Reynolds.
Go to Carnahan, boys. You got a mismatch in there. Let him work.
Yep. Try and be smart here. Get a good shot. Coates with it.
There he goes.
Into Carnahan. He gets double teamed. Shot up. No
That's
good,
it.
but he's fouled.
That's it. Stan Carnahan is on a mission right now, folks. Feed the monster.
As the foul is on Bishop, his first.
I tell you what, you're always going to get effort out of Stanley Carnahan. He had trouble shooting the ball in the first half, but he always gives you effort. Always.
First free throw is good. That's something that I've noticed he's improved at a lot here in the past few games. He started out and really couldn't shoot much very well at all from the free throw line, but it's definitely gotten better over the past few games. He's just been looked at to score more.
I think Stanley knows it's his senior year. The kid's loved basketball his entire life, right? I don't think he's looking to play college ball. So he's got to make good on his chance on the basketball court. You got to respect that.
Goes 2 for 2. Lead is back down to 1. Full court pressure being applied, and tried to get it to Kober, but
now Collinsville's picked
effort.
up the energy, right? Now we're showing our speed and our athleticism. We're forcing turnovers and missed shots. Collinsville appears to be back in action, Zach.
Skelton back in for the Knights, and Collinsville will look to get their first lead in a while. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been a while.
I think since it was 1-0.
Well, as a turnover there from Collinsville.
I think that's the last time we had the lead is when it was 1-0.
That might be right. Of course, the turnover doesn't help, but full court pressure still being applied.
Yeah, this is just exactly what Collinsville had to do. Now you got an 8-point basketball game. It's like our guys finally woke up and said, hey, we can't let this happen, right, in our own house.
Brown able to get to the basket, but he left some time on. Brown into double digits with 10. Evan Wilkinson from half court online, just a bit too strong. So after 3 quarters of play, 36-33. So a little bit better. We'll see how the fourth quarter goes. Back in a bit here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Collinsville Bowl to start things off here in the fourth quarter. Zach Roseman and Dr. Chris McCluskey here with you. Reynolds with it, working it around to Coates. He'll drive baseline pass. Attempted save there by Bishop, but kind of bounce it on the end line. Will stay with the K-Hawks.
Yeah, for those of you tuning in, thanks for staying with us. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but we got a ball game on our hands now, so it should be a fun fourth quarter.
Pass comes into Coates as he is blocked there by Turner, but able to retain it. Handing it around now to Wilkinson, now to Reynolds. The Hawks being pretty patient here, which is good. They were kind of forcing some things there in the first half. The ball knocked out. Reynolds lost it. Will stay, or will go back to Metro East.
It was right in front of the referee, so I sure didn't have a good look at it. But so out of bounds, ought to go down. There's a turnover on the K-Hawks, and here comes Metro East. But again, they're having trouble with this full-court pressure. No doubt about it.
That's the observation that teams that like to pressure don't tend to like being pressured.
Right. Oh, baby, that was a nice move. Didn't fall.
Yep.
Offensive rebound, though, by Metro East.
Getting it into Bishop, and he took an extra step and then kind of falls, but Knight's able to retain possession and see if they want to maybe try and be a little more patient here, but Brown will take it right to the rim.
Man, he had an open look, too. He just got rushed, so that's a big missed shot for Brown.
Brown getting it to Wilkinson. His three-pointer is good, and we've got a tie game.
I think Wilkinson broke the ice on that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we got a brand new ball game.
Bishop with it. Out over to Turney. His three-pointer too strong. Hustle for it. Winds up falling to Brown, but his pass is
Collinsville will
bit
turn
too
the
far
ball
out,
over.
Bit too far out of the reach of Coates. Now got a little more energy from the crowd. It's maybe thinned out just a little bit, but and now it's
wasn't the most exciting ball game for a while, Zach, but now we got a little more something to entertain us.
All right. Stolen away. Nice job there by Reynolds. Getting it to Wilkinson. He'll get it back to Reynolds. Chase's three is good.
What'd I tell you? He doesn't shoot much, but when he shoots, he tends to knock it down.
Yep. Jayhawks with their first lead, possibly since it was 1-0.
That's exactly right.
Jefferson with it out on the top of the key. Hill surveys things. Knocked away by Wilkinson. Able to get it. Back to Brown. Around now to Coburn. Back to Brown. Knights will slow things down. Set things up. Brown with it. He'll take a 15-foot floater. Misses everything. And Kahawks will look to push, and the quarterback put a little too much on it.
Quarterback put a little too much on it. Threw a line drive. If he had a little more air under the ball, Carnahan could have gotten to it. Not a bad idea because he had two guys out on the fast break. He just put a little heat on that basketball, and it'll come back this way or to the left side of your screen from watching at home here with the Knights.
Brown with it. We'll get it up to Jefferson. He'll go ahead and drive the lane. Pass it off to Skelton. He's cut off. Back out to Brown. His three-pointer misses wildly. Rebound by Coates. Not shocked me to see the K-Hawks try and be patient here.
He's feeling it. Oh, that was in and out, too. That was a great shot.
Yeah, it was an open look. Can't be too mad at Chase for taking that.
Not when he's hit two in a row and nobody else has shot the ball particularly well.
Bishop air balls. Nobody there, just kind of maybe missed time to release. I don't know what happened. Coates with it. He'll survey things. Working into Carnahan. Out to Wilkinson. His three-pointer misses. Carnahan skies for the rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. But back to Collinsville is.
Yeah, he and Jefferson went up for a 50-50 ball. I think Carnahan got the most of it. Unfortunately, it went out of bounds. So the Knights find themselves down 3 points all of a sudden with 5 minutes left. So it looks like, barring a big run by either team, we might have a close game going down to the wire here.
Jefferson will bring it up after receiving the pass from Brown. He'll drive his way in. Pass. Tried to get it to Lorenz, but it goes out of bounds. And
good look by Jefferson. His teammate just wasn't paying attention. He had an open look, and he thought Jefferson was going to shoot the layup, wasn't paying attention, so the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah. If I'm, this is where, you're kind of going, you're trying to put it, for me, if I were the coach, I'm trying to put this in the refrigerator. You're just trying to, you're looking for a layup.
You're putting it in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
huh?
you're not putting it in the freezer. You're not going full stall, but you're just going to be smart, right? You want to get a really good shot here.
Oh yeah, high percentage shots, no doubt.
No point in.
You might as well just feed Carnahan.
Yep, just
down low there. All day, right? That was the catalyst and the spark, along with our defense on that full court press. A couple of big threes by Chase Reynolds certainly didn't help the situation, or didn't hurt the situation. And Kahawks are up by 3. So, yeah, every possession matters at this point in the game. You're exactly right.
Out to Coates, his three-pointer. Left that one short, but Reynolds with the rebound. Back out to Wilkinson. His three-pointer is good. And Coach Lee will take a timeout. And that helps.
That's huge.
Yep.
That's a huge bucket.
30-second timeout.
Because now you're going from the fridge to maybe the crisper drawer.
Right.
Right?
You're just trying to keep it cool,
You're gonna keep the humidity off of it, right? You're going to kind of baby it a little bit here, but keep it crisp and fresh. The way we walk out of here with a W.
Yep. K-Hawks back over 500. Next matchup for both teams. We'll go ahead and check on that now. As Collinsville.
Good to see Mark Oberhauser in the house over there on the Metro East Lutheran side. He's the, I don't know what they call him, the director, I guess, of the Metro East Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And they've done Collinsville here, we have a Fellowship of Christian Athletes chapter. Great organization, so nice to see him in the crowd. And also I see Annie Fry in the crowd over there, a host of a radio show over in St. Louis. So Metro East Lutheran bringing some notable individuals.
Yep, bringing some dignitaries.
Also, one of the members of the Prairie Farms, Mr. Paul's over there, who presents the Prairie Farms trophies in our tournament.
Always good to see him.
Paul Prophet, that's exactly right. We appreciate him being in the house. Oh, here we go. This is what you're talking about. Put this thing in the crisper, baby. We're going 5 out.
Yep.
And we're going to force Metro probably to foul at this point. I think Coach Darren Lee's probably seen enough tonight.
Yep, he's like, well, we're going to go ahead and survey things.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, plus you don't want to get, don't get somebody hurt, this and that. You might as well just sit out, play keep away, and eventually Metro East will start fouling.
Yep.
They're going to have to.
Next matchup for the Knights will be tomorrow, actually. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the K-Hawks as they are back at home in a gym that I somewhat lovingly refer to as a sardine can. It's a nice, corrugated aluminum walls.
Yeah.
Seats about 600 people, but it's actually a pretty nice atmosphere. You get it filled up, which is kind of nice. Next game for Collinsville will be Friday night when they make the trek down.
Carnahan goes for the two-handed dunk and misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the play as we have a foul.
Coach Lee not happy.
Yeah,
Carnahan's coming out of the game. But, you can't be too mad at Stan. I mean, he's worked his tail off the entire game. He's a senior. He wants to go get a dunk.
It would have been a cool thing.
It would have been great.
But maybe not in a two-possession game. maybe.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
But he's a kid.
Yeah, you can't blame him for wanting to have fun.
They missed the layup. That was a huge missed shot for Metro East Lutheran. They had a chance to bring it to within 4 points.
I think maybe they're just starting to get, some of those shots that were falling. Yeah, nice job there from Ron Dent down there. Coach did step over, so sure that's not what she wanted. That's
Jesus. Collinsville. Oh, boy, they make it interesting on us, don't they, Zach?
Always.
You got a chance to seal it up and
now,
missing dunks, turning the ball over. But, hey, we've got faith. I believe Collinsville's going to play good defense here and seal this baby up.
Just trying to be nice and smart. Bishop drives the lane, and you got fouled. I think that'll be on Coates.
And the last thing you want to do is let Metro East put points on the board with time not clicking off of the clock. I mean, that is the absolute last thing you want to do.
Yeah, you might as well, if you got beat, okay, you got beat. You lost that rep. Just give them the layup.
Do not stop the clock.
Yeah, no point in. As Bishop gets the first one to fall. Bishop quietly having a semi-decent game. He's got 7 points. Got kind of that, not quite a mullet, not quite a bowl cut.
You got that 70s dude, buddy, the 70s shag.
Goes 2 for 2. So still 2 possessions. They'll go ahead and try and put some pressure on. Pass up to Wilkinson.
He traveled. Wilkinson traveled and got away with it. See if we can take care of the ball here for 1:52. Now Metro's going to start fouling. See, they've still got, 3 more fouls to give now at this point.
Fouls on Turney, his first. Skelton with 3, but nobody really in any major foul trouble. So, it wouldn't be Collinsville has shown that they're going to be pretty content to just try and burn clock.
Yeah, well, Metro's got 2 to give, so maybe you try to get a steal and then foul if too much time's around. They got the steal.
Well, there it is. Turney with it. He'll drive the lane. And another missed layup, but goes out of bounds off of Reynolds. Will stay with the Knights.
Metro East has missed 2 huge layups at the end of this game.
Neither
that would be a tie ball game had they made those layups. Stanley Carnahan comes back in the game. Wise move out of Coach Darren Lee, in my opinion. That's your workhorse, Big Stan Carnahan.
It was like, hey, got Coates, but they're like, no.
I was wondering what was going on there, but
they will.
Don't want to question things.
Yep. So they will bring Solomon out. That's kind of been the personnel grouping that Coach Lee's gone with. Brown with it. Pass over to Bishop. And he'll hand it off to Skelton. Skelton deflected by Wilkinson, but come out to Turney. And stolen away by Jace Wilkinson.
Big steal by the senior Wilkinson.
Now you got to just get over the timeline, which you will with a nice pass to Reynolds. And now you just make it nice and simple. Nothing, just keep the ball away. Drive to the lane, pass out to Wilkinson. And, there you go. That's all you got to do. And we'll have a foul there on Bishop. That'll be his second, team third. 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Kahawks looking to survive a little bit of an ugly one as Landon Jefferson, maybe more than a little bit.
That is a positive man, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but doesn't necessarily matter. It's a W at the end of the year, right?
It's a W in the book,
right.
Zach.
Right.
Where I grew up and the way we played sports and were taught sports, nobody in the building would count this as a W. And that's just being honest. Like I've said before, I'm the biggest supporter of these kids, but you got to be realistic, right?
A win is a win.
Thank goodness they turned it on at the end of the third quarter. That's why they're probably going to walk out of here with a win. So you got to give them credit for that. But there was no reason for it to get to that point.
Yep. A win is a win is a win is a win. But
right.
Plenty to work on before Friday. Coates with it. And getting it now to Wilkinson. He's trapped in the corner and got a kind of a hug there from Kober. Maybe a little bit of extracurriculars, but seems like cooler heads are going to prevail. Well, it's Kober's third, and that will send the Kahawks to the free throw line. It will be Jace Wilkinson to do so. Jace gets the first one to fall. Caleb Turney back in for the Knights. And Wilkinson misses that one, but gets his own rebound. How about that? Nice hustle play from Wilkinson, and now the Kahawks will just look and try and play keep away for the next 30 seconds. As Coates is fouled by Jefferson.
So, I mean, it's a two-possession game with 24.4 seconds. Collinsville hits free throws, the game's over.
Right.
If we miss free throws, now here's where, you know, having the old 1-and-1 disappear really hurts you at the end of the game if you're trying to foul, you know, and get back in the game.
Right.
Because when you give somebody 2 shots every time, it's just a much greater percentage of them scoring. Donovan Coates would have been good on a 1-and-1, so it didn't really matter. So nice work by the big senior, because you just make free throws here and you seal your own fate.
Yep. One more would get it out to 3 possessions, and that would not quite guarantee it, but you would think so. Of course, as I say that, though, so that's not technically over yet. Jefferson with it. That's a 2 if it falls, and it does. So Metro East Lutheran will take a full timeout. We'll go and keep it here.
Yeah, I'm glad that Jefferson had his foot on the line, Zach, right?
Yeah, that's just trying to get something up, but still 2 possessions now.
He thought it was a three-pointer, but he was just inside the line just because he was rushing himself. But, I mean, that's big, because if that's a three-pointer, all of a sudden it's a one-possession game.
Right.
That's a huge difference with 16.8 seconds left on the clock.
Jefferson up to 9 points now. Then a pretty balanced effort with missing Tyson Hurd, missing their leading scorer. And I think, for Metro East Lutheran, obviously you're going to look and say, well, Collinsville didn't really play their best game against us, but, hanging around with the Southwestern Conference team. And, I mean, I know this is a very young team that have definitely had their struggles, but Metro East Lutheran beat Granite City earlier in the year. And they play pretty tough schedule. They're in a conference with Althoff, so that's, they're having to play Althoff twice a year, and we've seen what the Crusaders can do. And they're certainly not afraid to play some quality non-conference opponents as well. So, I mean, obviously nothing's guaranteed, but you're able to keep everybody healthy. I would, if I'm a 1A team around here, I don't know that I want to. I certainly would be wary of the Metro East Lutheran Knights, as we have a foul on Bishop or Skelton. Bishop. It's his third, and see Wilkinson shoot some more free throws. Well, I guess not over yet technically, but we'll see how things go.
No doubt about it.
As Wilkinson gets the first one to fall. And very balanced scoring from Kahawks, and that's helped, with shooters kind of starting out cold as Jace goes 2 of 2, and that gets it back out to 6. As Kober will bring it up, getting it now to Brown. He'll drive the way and just let him go. Misses it, as Skelton will get the layup to fall. And that will wrap things up. So, final score, 46-42 in favor of the Kahawks. And to quote the great Jim Valvano, survive and advance, right?
Survive and advance. Well, we were going to advance anyway, but we did survive tonight, so I'll take it. That's a great, that's a Kahok win, I'll say.
Yep.
It's a Kahok win. I won't say a great win, but a Kahok win. So congratulations to our guys. Congratulations to everybody. Thanks for everybody coming out for Pink Out Night. And, Zach, it was nice calling a ball game with you, and we will see you next time, sir.
All right. Again, thank you. Big thank you to Dr. McCluskey for helping us out. And that will wrap things up. So, final score 46-42 in favor of the Kahawks. We'll go ahead and do a quick little scoring breakdown here. For the Collinsville Kahawks, Donovan Coates with 3, 6, 9, 11, 12 points. Chase Wilkinson with 12 points. Stanley Carnahan with 8 points. Solomon Talbot with 2. Chase Reynolds with 6. Evan Wilkinson with 3. And Kamari Mays with 3. For Metro East Lutheran, Junior Brown with 10. Brady Bishop with 8. Ian Skelton with 7. Jacob Kober with 5. Caleb Turney with 3. Landon Jefferson with 9. And that's it. All right. From the lines, Collinsville. Ten of 16 from the free throw line. And for Metro East Lutheran, they go 7 of 8, looks like. So pretty good free throw shooting night for the Knights. Metro East Lutheran fall to 11-9. They'll be back in action tomorrow against SIUE Charter at home. Collinsville improved to 12-11. And we'll be back in action Friday night here at Fletcher Gym against Belleville West. The Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey on the call for that one. Big thank you to everybody for watching. My next broadcast will be tomorrow, actually. Got some more wrestling for you as the Kahawks have a dual meet against the Roxana Shells. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow if you're interested in some wrestling action. Then I'll have some more wrestling for you on Friday against East Alton Wood River. My next basketball broadcast will actually be my final of the year, as that'll be down the line a little ways, February the 11th. I've got the game here as the guys take on O'Fallon. But until tomorrow, everybody stay safe out there and have a great rest of your Tuesday evening.